Randy Ball, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about Redskins news from the week, including the kicker signing, the DeAndre Carter parting, and much, much more, live with Aaron and John. I forgot to say the Kenny Ken draft analysis. Well, and Dwayne Haskins, but I didn't want to say that like all in an exciting voice at the beginning of the show because
that is true.
It is, not good news this week if you didn't hear it. Our former quarterback, 24-year-old Dwayne Haskins, apparently was hit by a dump truck
On a
trying to
highway in Florida.
Trying to cross an interstate.
An interstate,
Florida.
yeah.
Like multiple, like 4 or 5 lanes, is from what I hear.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything else about this, why he might have been crossing the interstate. It was at like 6:30 in the morning, I think, on Saturday. But it's just a tragic event.
Yeah. Feel sorry for his family.
Yep. Yeah, it sucks. Now we have 2 that I can think of right off the top of my head. 2 of our players that tragically were killed at a young age. There's probably more, but 24. Have you seen anything else about that since that news came out?
Nope.
The only thing, I saw one thing from an eyewitness that said they saw some person and people were kind of weaving out of the way of this person, and they called the police like 5 minutes before this incident supposedly happened. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
You may never know.
I do not want to speculate.
Yeah. You never know. But, yeah. I feel bad for his family and his friends and everything. I'm sure Terry McLaurin's pretty, all broke up about that and everything. So,
yeah, Terry McLaurin had a heartfelt statement on Twitter. Ron Rivera, Mike Tomlin, a bunch of other players. Big Ben. It sucks. Apparently he was down there working out for the Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah. The other quarterbacks, I think, and wide receivers and whatnot.
Yeah. Anyway, that sucks. In other news, DeAndre Carter has gone to the Chargers, I believe. Which I think
the Chargers.
DeAndre Carter was a really good contributor for us last year. Kick returns and he
got a touchdown on. He was one of the best kick returners in the league. I'm really sad that he left.
Yeah,
special teams is always like put down by a lot of people, and until like that field goal kicker can't kick a field goal to get you a win at the end of the day or something like that, and they're like stupid field goal kicker. It's like, well, some people like you, not you, Aaron, but some people don't like special teams. They disrespect special teams.
Not Brian Mitchell, of course.
Not Brian Mitchell.
Anyway, I don't know who we're gonna have returning kicks this year.
Brown.
Cam Sims? Didn't he do it before DeAndre was there? Or as he was there?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be Mac Dax Milne.
Dax Milne.
Dax Milne.
Maybe.
Oh, dude, did you see my Washington Nationals t-shirt from a couple years ago?
It's nice, dude.
Champs.
I have that
It's
same
nice.
one, except it's gray. It's gray and short sleeve. It's a nice shirt. Cause
I'm wearing the shirt because it sounds like the Nationals are for sale.
and if we all chip in, I've done the math on this.
I've done the math on this.
If we all chip in $100, everyone in Harry Hog Football, we can buy the team.
100% fact.
100% fact. We all chip in $5. We'll have enough to buy the Nationals. How awesome would that be?
Yeah.
Yo, Taylor Bud Lighty coat is in the peanut gallery in here. Ian28's listening on Discord. I haven't checked in the YouTube room. Hopefully we're streaming okay. According to the OBS studio, we are. Can we set up an owner trade? Bud Lighty Goat says.
An owner trade.
Shanny's son. Why did I have it in my mind that Taylor Bud Lighty Goat was Shanny on Discord's son in real life?
I have no idea.
I don't
no idea.
I don't either. But I thought that for like months. And they're like, he's not my son.
You may think it again.
I'm just gonna say he is. So I don't know, but anyway, Kenny Ken, like you guys have been waiting forever for this. Kenny Ken from Canada is, if he doesn't get stage fright, is supposed to come on here and discuss his draft analysis because he follows that stuff, you know, a lot closer than we do, and he should be on here in a little bit. But first,
yeah,
go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
I was going to say that the Commanders today, the Washington Commanders take command, go commando, hashtag.
I still can't bring myself to say the name of the team, but anyway, go ahead.
Well, I just said Commanders. I'm not saying the name of the team. Announced new radio deal to air games on Big 100 FM. Big. And then an hour after that,
The
Congress details allegations of Commanders' unlawful conduct to the FTC.
Okay, this is all right. We were almost late starting the podcast because I just found an article that links to the actual letter from Congress to the FTC, and I got to page like 2 or 3, and there were some things in there that, if true, were making me very angry. As in, the allegations are that Dan Snyder and team have stolen money from over 2,000 season ticket holders by basically keeping their security deposit on multi-year seats and hoping they forget about it and not going out of their way to return it. Basically.
Sounds just like Dan Snyder and all that business stuff that he had back in the 90s and all that switching people's long distance without them knowing, back on the home phone in 1991.
Yeah. Before they had to make a law about it.
Before they had to make a law about it because of jerks like him.
He would basically change your home phone service without you knowing, or like being slick about it, kind of like with these deposits. And then all of a sudden you'd get a bill and it'd be like, you talked for 15 minutes long distance. That's $79 you owe.
Yeah, and you're just like, what? Where did this come from?
I don't even have this company as my long distance carrier.
Thank you, Dan Snyder.
I don't even have Snyder Communications. But anyway, so I didn't get to read the whole article because we had to come on the air. What's the word for online?
Air?
On the...
You had to come online?
Online. We had to come online?
Come on online.
We had to come on online?
Come on online. I had to come on online.
They basically, the dude that they... let me see, do I still have it? The dude that they interviewed, his name was Jason Friedman. That worked for the company for over 24 years up until he started as an intern for the Jack King Cook.
Yeah.
And he just got out of there last year. Now you could say
he was fired. Yeah.
So if he was fired, you could say some of this could be sour grapes. Who knows? But if half of what he says is right, then there's going to be some angry fans in here. He said the reason why he was able to keep these security deposits for various reasons. One were a lot of corporate accounts, because the accounts would be over, or the leases would be over like tickets for 10 years. And basically the person who started the account and gave the security deposit, in a lot of cases, was no longer around when the lease ended. And so the new person in that job would not even know to ask for it. Secondly, he talks about people whose mother bought the tickets and handed them down to kids, and then the mother would pass away or whatever, and then the kids wouldn't want the tickets anymore, and they'd have no idea to ask for it either. And the team would not go out of their way to give this money back. Or people would die and the relatives wouldn't know to ask for it, and they wouldn't send it back. They wouldn't just send it. What is up with that? That's so sketch. It's like so sketch.
But there's a lot of places that do that. But that's very sketchy to do that.
But you were saying
totally Dan Snyder-esque.
You were saying something that one of the people that had tickets was Roger Goodell.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm gonna read the section from the congressional committee. That Freeman also presented the committee with a spreadsheet that showed 2 season tickets registered to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell with an unreturned deposit of $1,000. He stole from Roger Goodell.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to put the link to the actual letter right here. It's coming into Discord right now. That's the actual letter sent to the FTC. Yeah, I mean, I've only made it to page 4, dude, and I'm floored already.
Eventually, there's going to be talk about a Kenny Chesney concert, because there always is if we're talking about FedEx Field.
What? Yeah, so the first thing is ripping off season ticket holders, the ones that are supposedly the most loyal fans that he's ripping off.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing in the intro paragraphs we're talking about how he ripped off the actual NFL by not giving them all of their shared revenue, and that people internally to the building called this money that they got from this their juice.
Their juice. So I'm looking forward to reading. I'm looking forward to reading the remainder of this letter when we get off the air. But yeah.
Wow, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
Ian 28 is in the live podcast. I think I already said that. Shanny. All right. What else? All right. I would spend the entire night talking about this letter, but maybe we'll do that next week after I have time to read it and see if there's any
hopefully
commentary.
Congress is going to be talking about it next week, so we'll see.
Well, they sent this to the FTC, dude. Federal Trade Commission doesn't put up with that.
Federal Trade Commission. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, that's 2,000 counts of wrongdoing on someone's account.
There's so many examples in this. The Navy Notre Dame game.
What is that?
Kenny Chesney concert. Processing shareable revenue from games is non-shareable licensing fees. Just oh man. I mean, this just makes you hate. Just makes me hate him even more. Every paragraph just makes you hate him even more. Good Lord.
Converting security deposits into non-shareable revenue. Huh.
Did I say that? I didn't say security deposits.
No, I'm reading it. I'm just skimming through right here.
Oh yeah, so that as well. All right, so anyway, there's a whole lot of that going on. It's just more stuff. Hopefully some of the owners are saying enough is enough and they'll try to get him out of there, but we'll see. It is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see. 3-Pete is now in the chat room. He's saying he doesn't think the fan part will do anything, but if they can prove the NFL part that happened for a while for a major amount, then there is a fire with the smoke.
Yeah. I mean, no one cares about the fans. This is billionaires cheating other billionaires. They don't care about the fans. Don't try to make that's gonna get the owner out of there.
I know they don't care about the fans, but
we care about the fans.
Morally, though, if you're ripping off some grandma that's had season tickets for 50 years versus, ripping off FedEx for some, corporate seats they had that they give out so people can go look like they're important at a football game, I have a bigger problem with that. Because these are the people that you're making look like suckers for supporting your team.
Right. But that's not going to get rid of Dan Snyder.
I know if the end game is to get rid of Dan Snyder, I know that's not going to happen. I'm just saying that makes me more angry.
Oh yeah, that makes all of us more angry.
Yeah.
Congress is looking at money, and that might be Dan's Achilles right there. We'll see. Achilles heel.
Oh, look, Kenny Ken is actually in here. He's not backing out. So we're going to
right.
We're going to go to him in a few minutes. What else do we need to talk to here? We talked about DeAndre.
We could talk all
the
about
kickers.
Yeah, we talked about.
No, we got to talk about the kickers.
Oh yeah, Joey Sly's back in his medium shirt.
Yeah, but we also have another kicker, so we're going to have a kicking competition because we signed that Brian Johnson dude, both of who kicked for your Hokies, dude.
Johnson?
We have like 2 Hokies.
we have a bunch of Hokies. We've got the tight end dude too, who used to be a quarterback for the Hokies.
Oh, yeah. Logan Thomas.
Logan.
We had some other Hokies too.
I remember when he was there too. I think he was there with was he there when Tyrod Taylor was there?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't follow the Hokies that well. Yeah. Even though both of us work there.
Brian Johnson is right.
Johnson.
He doesn't stand.
Brian Johnson doesn't have a chance against medium Sly, man.
Shanny Sun says that Brian Johnson doesn't stand a chance. All right.
Anyway.
Kenny Ken, get ready to come into the live podcast. We're about ready for you. All right. What were you going to say?
All right. Kenny Ken.
Kenny Ken, where are you? He's not in the chat room, dude. So we have to come up with...
What?
I mean, he's in the chat room. He's not in the voice room. Come on, Kenny Ken. Oh, wait. He's private he's private texting me.
Uh-oh.
What was he saying? He just said sweet. Kenny Ken! Anyway, when we get Kenny Ken, he's coming on with his draft analysis here shortly. And he watches thousands of hours of tape a year, so he'll be able to help us.
Yeah.
Tape.
Yeah. The thing with the Nats getting sold, Ted Leonsis is one of the people that they have said in the press has been, kind of nosing around, seeing that maybe the guy who owns the hockey team and the basketball team is going to end up buying the baseball team. It would be like the guy who's got like 2 championships out of those guys, and I don't know about the Wizards. It's going to be probably a couple of years. So
the Wizards. Can he also buy the football team while he's at it?
I wish he could. Everyone wants him to. Wants someone to.
What is this dude's? How did he make all of his money?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him. I just know that he owns the Caps and he owns the Wiz.
And that people don't
Nobody
hate
beats a Wiz. Nobody beats a Wiz.
And that people don't hate him.
And people don't hate him. And he does charities and stuff like that. Not like these Dan Snyder craps charities that like, oh, this charity looks really good, and then like 5 years later, it's like completely disappeared, or like 2 years later, it's completely disappeared. What happened to that?
He starts up his own charity so he can funnel the money back through to himself at the end of the day.
Also, how much money he really has.
Dude, someone was talking today in the chat room about, remember when Dan Snyder like cut off the shuttle buses that used to go from FedEx to the metro station? Those are nowhere to be found now. So you have to walk the mile. If you're at all disabled, good luck getting to the game. If you're older,
yeah,
you have to be able to walk like a couple miles just to go to the game.
Like my dad could not walk that. He couldn't even walk half of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. 2 mile walk from the subway station, metro. And then remember, I kind of remember when we went to one game and they were saying that Dan Snyder didn't pay to keep the subways running for a late night game, and people were freaking out like the game wasn't going to end in time, and they were going to shut him down.
He's so cheap.
Was that the game? Was that the night game we went to for when RG3 went at the end of 2012?
It might have been, because we were packed on those trains leaving.
Yeah. Why did he shut them down?
We were pumped.
Well, apparently he would have to pay the the MTA or whatever they're called there to keep the metro open later than their normal hours, and it was going to be a late game.
Like baseball does all the time.
And he wasn't going to pay to do that. He wasn't going to pay the train operators. He was just like, the fans can just get away from this crap hole however they want. I don't care. I'm flying out in my helicopter.
Doesn't matter. Dude, it doesn't matter if we have 0 fans at the stadium and there's 20,000 fans of the other team sitting there. It doesn't matter, because that's like a drop in the bucket. All their money comes from television. It's from the television deals. That's where all the owners get all their big money.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I'm looking at the story today with Congress, and I'm like, okay, hopefully they'll do something about it. But I mean, this is peanuts stuff. To people like billionaires, this is peanuts.
Dudes,
people like us, it's a crap ton of money.
I see Kenny Ken has made his way into the waiting room, so as soon as he pops into the live podcast, we'll be ready for his draft analysis with Kenny Ken.
This is Kenny Ken from Canada, and you're listening to Harry Hog Football.
Well, now he's not in the waiting room anymore. Kenny Ken, what are you doing, dude? He left.
What?
I don't see him anymore. He was in the waiting room. And now he's not in the waiting room, and he's not in the live podcast. Ian 28's in the live podcast. Maybe Ian 28 wants to give his draft analysis instead. Oh, wait. Kenny Ken is now texting me something.
Uh-oh.
All right, hold on. Really, dude? Where do I go again? Just go back into that waiting room, or go back into the channel that says live podcast, dude. It says live podcast. You were in the waiting room.
All caps.
Kenny, 3-Pete says, Kenny is blowing it. He's blowing it. Just like the team's going to blow it with their first pick. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Where is he? Oh, now Ian 28's in the waiting room. What is going on? Now
he's dancing around back and forth.
Ian 28 is showing Kenny Ken how you're supposed to do it. All right, Kenny's in the waiting room. Stay right there, Kenny. I'm gonna drag you in. I just put Kenny Ken in the live podcast. Okay. Kenny, are you there? I don't hear him, but he's there.
Oh no, I don't either.
Oh my God! Now he's back in the waiting room. I'm gonna put him back into the live podcast.
There's
all right,
just enough lag between here and Canada.
He's here. He's in the live podcast, but I can't hear him.
Maybe his microphone's not working yet.
Shanny's in there too. Everyone's in the live podcast. Shanny.
Everyone's trying to help him with his microphone.
Shanny, unmute your mic so I can hear if my sound's working here. You can give us your draft. Give us the reason why your son Taylor Bud Lighty Goat is saying. Oh, there's.
Wait, what?
Shanny's mic's working.
Okay.
I heard him say what, and that was it. Kenny Ken's not even showing that he has a microphone. What the?
Oh no. He's in the waiting room now, though.
Kenny Ken, are you blowing this, dude? Are you blowing this? No, he's in the waiting room where I think he can test his microphone. You were supposed to do this at 6:30, Kenny Ken. All right, let's give our little bit of draft analysis.
Eastern Redskins Standard Time, man. Come on.
If Kenny Ken can't get his mic going here soon, we're going to have to do the draft analysis next week. But here's what I heard this week regarding the draft. Pretty much the only podcast I listen to is Al Galdi in the mornings.
Yeah.
And he had a dude on this week that was that covers Ohio State's football team. And he was talking to him about Kenny right now. And oh wait, I saw Kenny's mic for a second in the waiting room and then it disappeared. All right. So anyway, he was talking about the 2 wide receivers they've got coming out of there. And Olave and
Olave. Oh. Dude, if we get him, it's going to be like a soccer stadium. Olave. Oh. It's going to be like soccer. It's going to be awesome.
So Kenny Ken's in the room, but it's not showing he has a microphone. It did for a second when he was in the waiting room. It's just not. Kenny, you got to plug in your mic, dude. Or something. I don't even know. Taylor. Okay. Where was I? Anyway, so him and what's the other dude's name? The other receiver from there, Gilbert or something?
I can't remember. Is that London dude?
No, he's the USC guy.
I don't know.
Kenny, Shanny's saying just talk through your phone on Discord.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, you can, dude. What's the other guy's name? I'm losing it. I think it starts with a G. Someone help me out. Anyway,
I'm looking for I don't have my list. I need new
top
new
receivers
list.
in the draft. In draft, another Gilbert. It's Gilbert Grape. All right.
Oh, dude, Gilbert Godfrey died. We didn't talk about that.
Oh,
it came
yeah.
out this afternoon too.
I saw that, man. I was not happy because he was hilarious.
He was hilarious.
Remember back
Gilbert Godfrey.
Remember back in the 80s when he like co-hosted that show with Elvira called USA Up All Night, and they would do like B-grade movies. B-grade movies.
Him and Elvira. Oh man, I kind of remember that actually.
All right, his name is Garrett Wilson, the other guy. So he was talking about Garrett Wilson. I knew there was a G. Garrett Wilson and Olave, and he was saying that both guys are super gifted, and he expects them to do well in the pros. Is that Kenny Ken?
Kenny Cairns,
There he is.
You got your mic to work.
Yeah.
I think we had some minor technical difficulties.
All right, dude. Well, we'd like to welcome our guest host, Kenny Ken the Seventh, straight from Oak Island to you. All right, dude. This is
Oak Island up there. I thought Oak Island was in like South Carolina or something.
Dude, it's in
That
Nova
shows you how much I
Scotia.
know about that. Oh, okay. Nova Scotia, South Carolina.
Kenny made it, dude. They were giving you the business.
Was I getting ridiculed?
You were getting ripped on the peanut gallery. But anyway, I'm glad that we finally were able to connect and get you on here for your for your analysis, and we will shut up and turn over the analysis to you. So go. It's go time.
Well, if you need, what are we looking here? Like, what do you guys want to do?
I want
to just name players, or you want to name like strategy?
I want you to first talk about, let's hone in on our first pick of the draft. What you think we should do, first of all, position-wise, who that person is that you would take and why.
Okay, so I have it going two ways, okay? I think that the Commanders, God, I hate saying that name, but the Commanders should wait and to see if Kyle Hamilton drops to us. Kyle Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame, if that kid drops to us, my God, is that the steal of the draft?
Well, they're saying he's like the best player in the draft a lot of places.
But for some reason, man, like if some teams start getting quarterback hungry and they start trading and start getting quarterbacks, this kid can fall. From a bunch of mock drafts that I'm looking at, I don't know how, but apparently he's falling. He's falling, and he's falling to us at 11.
Wow,
so
that would be
I don't see it. I personally don't see it. But if he does, my God, we got to jump on him and jump on him quick.
Okay, I'm with you. Yes, we need a safety
now. If this is my big breaking, shocking news. You ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
If someone takes him, I say we do the big trade back.
Okay.
So I say we jump out of the 11th pick. We trade with somebody, hoping that someone wants a quarterback. Like, let's say a Pittsburgh. Let's say who else can be out there? I know Pittsburgh's looking. I don't think Philly's not really looking, but I think Pittsburgh. I'm thinking a good Pittsburgh pick. Like, especially if Willis is there, then we could use that capital. We need to get at least a third round pick. If we can get another second, that'd be bonus. But we need to start recouping some picks that we lost here.
Okay.
Yeah, because what we have this year is first round, second round, 15, fourth round, 8th pick, 6th round, 10th pick, and 7th. They have the 9th and the 19th. So we have no 3rd or 5th rounders at all this year. Right now.
Exactly.
Okay. So say we are able to, go back a little bit later in the first round. Who would you want to get?
Spots.
Do what?
If we can just get back a few spots, like if we can go to like 18, 19, like at worst 20.
Okay.
Like if we can just get a top 20 pick, hopefully a guy like Olave is there, wide receiver from Ohio State. Mm-hmm. We can maybe look at your guy that you're talking about. I really like Devin Lloyd from Utah, that linebacker.
Yeah.
If people start picking, the flashy picks like quarterback, like wide receivers, then we have those, guys like a safety, or we have linebackers that are going to be available, man. And those are the guys that we need. Like, we don't necessarily need a wide receiver, but like, obviously if people start falling, then that's where we got to jump. We got to get the best available guy, period.
So you think if we trade back down to the late teens, we could still pick up Devin Lloyd or that Olave dude?
I'm hoping. Like, I honestly think the first pick is obviously going to be that Garrett Wilson kid from Ohio State. I think that's going to be the first wide receiver taken. That Drake London guy from USC, he's really good. I can see him with his size being taken early in the first round. So a guy like Olave, and then it's a risk pick, but if he did not tear his ACL, easily Jameson Williams from Alabama, the wide receiver, would be the first wide receiver taken in this draft. Hands down, he would be the first pick.
So what's his story? He may have he's torn. He tore it.
So yeah, he was easily the first receiver to be taken. He had all the scouts loving him, but then at the national title game, the bowl game, he tore his ACL.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was so I apparently, like, Kansas City is just dying for that kid to fall to them at 32 or 31. And I'm sure they'll pick him because he's got that Tyreek Hill speed, man. And they can afford for him to, rest up and heal up and not worry about anything coming in. Yeah. And then they're just going to have such a healthy, speedy, talented kid. So I would love to do that too. I would love to get Jameson Williams.
Did you look at any back on this whole trading back thing? Did you look at possible suitors to trade back, like who might actually do it?
So personally, I was thinking Pittsburgh, because if Malik Willis is still there, I think Tomlin's just in love with him.
Yeah.
So if you look, what is let me just quickly check. I think Pittsburgh's sitting at 19 or 20.
They're at 20.
I'm trying to pull that up
20.
right now.
They're at 20, yeah.
Yeah, so if we can make a trade with Pittsburgh, if we get the 20 overall pick, plus we'll probably get, I say, at least a third and maybe a third next year. You know, I'm not really great in terms of like what do we get back in value when it comes to making trades like that. But if we can get a third this year and a third next year, I say do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So for them to move up basically 9 spots. So who above them?
Yeah, you know, that should cost more, I think. But yeah, we should probably get more back in return, but something like that.
I'm trying to look at who would be getting a quarterback between 11 and 19.
Yeah, definitely not
Texans?
the Vikings.
The Texans will.
Possibly the Texans. The Eagles, they've got 2 picks there. I don't think they really, really love Jalen Hurts there. I would not be surprised if I don't know at the first round, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go for another quarterback at some point during the draft.
So I could see 2 of those teams, and so if Pittsburgh wanted to jump
Saints
up,
definitely need one.
Yeah, so 3. So I could see Pittsburgh jumping up there, and we could get the 20. That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, absolutely. And like even if like people just start going crazy in the first like in the top 10 picks when it comes to like, let's say Garrett Wilson's still there at 11, someone's going to be desperate like Philly, or well, Philly probably wouldn't want to trade with us, but Houston would definitely want like a number 1 caliber receiver because they got really nobody right now. So I could see even Texans trying to move up to get a receiver. Boom, we make a trade for the 11th pick, get a receiver. They can pick Wilson.
Yeah.
And then where's the Texans sitting at? I think 16 with their
13.
second.
13, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
13,
the Texans, they're not going to trade up with us because they know the Vikings don't want a quarterback. So.
Yeah, but the Vikings might want a wide receiver.
But the Eagles, I don't know if I agree with you about the Eagles not wanting to trade with us. It might be us going, wait, who are they going to trade up to get? No, we would rather them not have it. But so if we were to stay at 11, and if Hamilton did not fall, who do you think we would pick if we stayed pat there?
And we're looking for trade partners, and there's no one willing to make trades.
There's no trades, and the draft just goes in the order that it's set right now, 1 through 11. Who would you pick there? And no one will trade out.
It's a toughie, man. If Stingley's around, LSU cornerback, again, he's probably going to be the first corner taken. I probably think he might be taken in the top 10. But if he's still there as well, I would love Stingley like as a solid number 1 corner for us. We don't really have that. We have 2 decent ones in Fuller and Jackson. Jackson's not really working out that well. Someone like a nice shutdown corner we would definitely need in the NFC East. Yeah. So Stingley would be a really nice choice. The only reason why I don't want to pick Lloyd is because, well, this is just my personal feeling. I would love, and I mean love, to get Chad Muma from Wyoming in the second round. I think he is going to be the diamond in the rough. Mark my words. Remember my words.
So have you watched him play a lot? Why do you say this?
I love Chad Muma. Yeah, I've watched him play. I have a buddy who's really good. He's a big Wyoming fan.
Uh-huh.
All he does is talk about him. So I've sat there and I've watched a few games with him, and like he's such a he's a coach's dream. Like I just see Luke Kuechly with that kid, and with Coach Rivera coaching him up in Del Rio, I just think they would just work wonders with that kid. But that's my personal pick. I think a guy like I would have had him in the 3rd, but now more people are starting to see him, and now they're starting to mock him in the 2nd round. I see like Buffalo getting him in the 2nd round pick. That would be he would go to Buffalo, that would just be crazy. But personally, yeah, like so for me, my first pick would be Stingley. If we don't do anything, if we just stay, we get that shutdown corner, and then we can go in the second round and get ourselves a linebacker.
Gotcha. So they're picking Muma, or according to the CBS draft order that I'm looking at right now, they have Muma as the 4th rated linebacker in the draft.
4th rated, eh?
Yeah, some dude, Nakobe Dean from Georgia, number 1. Lloyd 2.
Yeah, I would love him too, man. He's a good player too.
Anderson.
He's a little pit bull. He's only 5'11", but he's super fast, super aggressive. Gets to the quarterback very easily. He's a very side to side kind of quarterback. Linebacker. Yeah, Nakobe Dean's pretty good, but I'm just saying, man, I don't know. It's just something personal that when it comes to Chad Muma, I think that kid's going to be really good.
Chad Muma's kind of big too, 6'3", 239.
Yeah, man, he's such a football player. It's just my personal belief, but I think that kid's going to do wonders in the NFL.
So he's your second round pick.
He would be my solid second round pick, yeah.
All right, so what do you think we should do in round? You said we don't have a third, John?
We do not. We have a 4th.
We don't, as of right now, we don't have a third, no.
Well, that makes sense then. That makes sense what you were saying, and try to trade back and pick up a third.
Yeah, we got to try to, recoup some picks, man. We're getting kind of thin here.
We've been thin for 20 years.
11th pick is a valuable pick. If there's still going to be some good players on the board in the way, if we were to get the 20th pick with Pittsburgh, there'd still be such a good, a lot of good prospects left to pick up.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
So
I think
get
that's
excited for the draft, man. The draft is just 2 weeks away.
So you guys don't think that we should pick up any of these quarterbacks, even like round 2 or 3? There's none of them that you would want.
I think I would. I just don't think they're gonna. I think they're sold on Wentz, man. I think they're just gonna live or die by Carson Wentz right now.
I know some people were clamoring for this Howell dude out of North Carolina.
Before the college year started, I had Howell and I had Corral going. Like, those were the 2 top quarterbacks that I was looking at before the season started, before the college year started. Because Howell's really good, man. And I don't know what happened. Like, he even learned how to run. Like, he learned how to run, and he's still being overlooked. Like, he's a good quarterback, man. Like, I'm not a big fan of Herzing, as you all know, but he likes Howell, and I have to agree. Like, Howell's actually a pretty good quarterback. I don't know but just not a lot of people are really liking him for some reason. In terms of like,
I don't think he's very good at all. Like, I don't think any of the quarterbacks in this year's draft are first rounders. I look at Howell. I've been looking at him at like 4th or 5th round. Like, I didn't watch a ton of him, but man, he's just so inaccurate.
Yeah,
So,
you can't really trust, North Carolina when it comes to their quarterbacks. Trubisky was like, the record-setting quarterback at Carolina. We all know how he turned out to be. Their program's not really known for dishing out quarterbacks, but on tape he didn't look that bad. Yeah, like I'm not in love with the guy, but like in terms of like a 3rd, 4th rounder, yeah, I would look at him as like a project. Personally, like, I just know that they're not going to go quarterback. If they go quarterback in the first 2 rounds, I'll be completely shocked. But if they do, I would love in the second round to get Desmond Ridder. I think Ridder's a good quarterback to get from Cincy.
Yeah. So probably him or Howell would be the ones that are there, right? Maybe this Corral dude, since he's injured.
Round, yeah, more than likely. I say definitely Pickett. Kenny, or what's his name? Is it Kenny Pickett?
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett. Yeah. Malik Willis and Matt Corral are definitely going to. I think those are going to be the 3 that go in the first round.
All right.
And then you're going to have a Desmond Ridder. You're going to have a Howell. You're going to have what's that kid from? No, not really. Yeah, probably just Ridder and Howell in the second round. But like, if someone's desperate in the second round to get Howell, I can see them doing it. If Muma's gone and like we don't get what's his name, Kyle Hamilton, I would love to get like a Daxton Hill from Michigan. He's a good safety. He's probably like the second rated safety, and it's not really a great safety class, but in terms of what we need, Daxton Hill from Michigan, he's a good safety.
So Shanny's saying, what do you feel about this? Shanny's saying he likes this Carson Strong guy from Nevada, and that would be like 4th or 5th round, right?
He's got a cannon of an arm, but he is not mobile. Like remember what was the name from Atlanta? That's who I think about. Old school. Chandler.
Oh, Kyle Chandler.
Chris Chandler and the Chandelier.
Chris Chandler.
We all called him. His nickname was Chandelier. Like he had that presence in the pocket, but once it came to like trying to escape it, was he ever slow? That's what Strong's problem is. He's got a knee problem. He got injured in the last bowl game 2 years ago, and I think, did he have a torn ACL or he had something? And he was supposed to sit for like 6 months, but he decided to just keep playing when the season started.
Oof.
So he blames it on that, but yeah, his mobility is a question. But cannon of an arm. He's a good. He reads good. His accuracy is pretty decent, but yeah, you're looking at like just a pure pocket quarterback with him.
Gotcha. Yeah, I really like your idea about trading back now that I think about it, because
we need to get some picks, man. We need some help across the board. It's not just about the one player. Like, obviously if a Kyle Hamilton is there, like I don't want to say comparing with Sean, but he's as close as Sean as we're gonna get in terms of caliber. Like, this kid is good. He's really good, man. If we got Kyle Hamilton, I would freak out. Absolutely freak out.
Awesome. There's some dude from Cincinnati named Darian Beavers. Linebacker.
Beavers, huh?
Beavers. Darian Beavers. Darian Beavers.
Beavers.
Dude, he's like the 15th rated linebacker in the draft.
That always reminds me of.
If we get him, I'm getting you a jersey.
There used to be a Beaver College in Pennsylvania, and then back in like the late 90s, I think they changed it to like Arcadia College.
Really? Dude, you know Bay used to live in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Oh wow. That's Aaron's younger brother.
Yeah, it's my younger brother. And then he moved like across the city to Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Bay from Beaver Falls. All right, what else you got for us? What else you got for us, Kenny Ken?
Nothing much, man. That's what, like, any other questions in terms of players? Like, I don't know how to.
Let me think.
Nicole, like for me, obviously Devin Lloyd from Utah would be my number one linebacker in the first round. If we were to trade up and trade down and with a top 20 pick, with the 20th pick, if Devin Lloyd's obviously there, he's my guy.
Yeah.
And then we can maybe go like a Dotson from Penn State, man. He's a receiver. He'll definitely be in the second round. But if we could, for example, if we're to get like a Devin Lloyd in the first round with the 20th pick, if we made a trade with Pittsburgh, and then we get like a Dotson wide receiver from Penn State, man, he's quick. He's like a smaller type of receiver, but he's got that speed too, man. So like for him, you line him up with McLaurin and with Samuel, if he does play, Wentz will definitely have some speed on both sides, man, to throw that deep ball to. But I don't know. I honestly think we're going to trade if they know what they're doing, which sometimes obviously that's questionable. But
they don't know.
I would definitely look to trading back.
All right, let me ask you this. So what is the one thing that would upset you the most that we did with our first round pick?
Or that we could do.
Or if they did. If they did this thing with our first round pick, What would that thing be that upset you the most?
Draft a kicker.
I mean, a realistic thing, not like drafting a kicker.
No. If they
Tampa
drafted,
Bay did that a few years ago. They drafted a guy, didn't they get a kicker in like the second round?
Was it the second?
It was early.
Hold on.
It was
I thought it was
early. That Rojo guy or something.
Didn't we draft a kicker in the 6th round? No, I'm sorry. We drafted a long snapper.
Jeez, man.
And we were just like, what?
I was like, did that say LS?
Tampa picked up a pick in the 2nd round, and he sucked.
And what's his face? Ron Rivera was very unapologetic about us getting Cheeseman in the 6th.
Trying to save some money.
Anyway, so what is that thing? You've had a minute to think about it. And then
So the number one thing would be for me is if we're to pick a quarterback in the 1st round that isn't Malik Willis, I'd be super pissed.
all right, John, what about you?
I agree with that line from Kenny Ken. If we end up with like Corral or Pickett or someone like that in the 1st round, I'd just be my jaw would just hit the floor. I like actually Hamilton being there would be fantastic, and getting a wide receiver in the 2nd round would be a good idea. And we can get a project guy later on. I mean, we've got Taylor Heineke. We have a backup quarterback. We don't really need a guy right now. I mean, we need a really good guy, but there are no good guys in the draft that are really good.
Yeah.
Like hands down, like an Andrew Luck kind of guy, you know? So it is what it is.
Yeah, if we get
Philly's
any of those
smart, though, man.
quarterbacks, with the 11 pick at this point, I'll be angry. Now, if we traded down somehow, I still wouldn't want one of those quarterbacks in the 1st round.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I like Kenny Ken's idea of trading back though. And Pittsburgh's got the 20th pick in the 1st round, 20th pick in the 2nd round. I think I saw they had 20th pick in the 3rd round. So we could maybe, give them the 11th, get the 1st, maybe the 2nd, or the 3rd, and maybe the 2nd next year or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how those draft boards work out, as we were saying.
Remember, we're losing a 2nd round. We're losing a 2nd round next year if Wentz plays, right?
If he he hits that threshold, yes.
Work a deal with Pittsburgh. We get their 1st round pick. We get their 3rd this year, and then a 2nd next year. Boom! We just replenished our entire draft stock.
So riddle me this, you guys. How would you feel about us taking an offensive lineman in the 1st round?
No way.
No.
Well, I'm just asking you because there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of the top 10 rated players are O linemen, which means a couple of those are probably going to fall. If we traded back and got one of those top 10 players in the draft, offensive lineman at 20, would you be angry about that? Because
we've got so many spots that we need to upgrade.
I mean, we lost Scherf, and there is that. Yeah. I know he's injured all the time, but there's also that stat that where our win-loss record when he was playing was like, I don't know, 6-2 last year.
Our right tackle we just drafted last year, correct?
Yeah.
And
Cosby,
then we just gave our left tackle an extension this year. So yeah, the tackles are going to go early in the 1st round, and some of them might drop, but we're kind of already set out left and right tackles, so I don't see us, dropping a 1st pick on it. But yeah, obviously we need to replace the Sheriff. Hopefully that kid, the guy we got from Jacksonville, can do half the job. But if we're gonna settle on that would have actually upset me more than getting a quarterback.
Really? I would not be that upset about it. If these guys, I mean, I don't know anything about these dudes, but if they're supposed to be elite, then
it's definitely not the sexy pick. Yeah, I get it. We could always use better linemen, but with if we stayed, especially if we stayed at 11 and took an offensive lineman, that would be pretty. I would definitely question that.
Well, we were also questioning Jamin Davis last year, and that didn't work out.
I think
we're
still questioning Jamin Davis this year.
Yeah, we're like, who is this dude?
Yeah, that was definitely.
So
that's definitely looking like a miss.
I'm just saying, Ron Rivera, dudes.
Yeah.
Ron Rivera He doesn't care what anyone thinks. He just takes people like Cheeseman and Jammin Davis, even though everyone else could be like, what? So I'm trying to think of who he might get here with the 11 if we stay back.
I really think Ron wants to go back to having a really solid defense. So I think a Kyle Hamilton if he's there, he's sold. He like before he like, you know how we usually get 10 minutes? That card better be in at like 9 minutes and 50 seconds, man.
I don't think he's going to be there, dudes.
I think he'll already be gone.
I don't think so either. I really don't think so either. I think there will be 10 fools if Hamilton's still available at 11.
I mean, maybe if people went on an O-line run and a quarterback run, he would still be there, but I'm just saying.
If they go on a quarterback run, man, maybe. Like, I can see definitely Carolina picking up a quarterback. I can see Atlanta picking up a quarterback. I can see, Pittsburgh being aggressive to want to get into the quarterback market. Yeah, because, unfortunately with Haskins, passing away, obviously they're going to want to, all they have is Trubisky. They have no one else to rely on except Trubisky. So, and I know that Tomlin apparently took out Malik Willis out for dinner. Like, apparently he's in love with this kid. So if he falls to 11, I can see Tomlin being aggressive to go after him.
All right. I mean, I think you've thought this through and you really want to trade with Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that's definitely the number one partner right there. Yeah.
We don't want this 11 pick. We want Pittsburgh's.
Unless it's Kyle Hamilton.
Right.
Kyle Hamilton. Okay, cool, dude.
We will see, boys, in less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
That's right.
So are you feeling all right, dude? You feeling better?
Yeah, I got the vid, but I'm decent. Just a couple of body aches here and there, but I got off work for 5 days, so that's great.
That's good. So you think you're gonna make the HHF game this season?
Absolutely. Where are we heading? We're going to do it in Washington, or are we doing on a road trip?
I don't know.
We're talking about Indianapolis, right?
Shanny said he wants to go to the Indy game. I don't know how far that is from you. What?
Wentz's return to Indy. That'd be a fun game.
He's interested in doing that.
Right,
and that's only I don't know how far that is from you. That's only a few hours for me. It's a long way for John.
Oh, either way, I'm going to fly anyway. But
oh, yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's the one that's tentative right now. Depends on what it is, though. So
yeah.
Hopefully there's not a 15th wave by then, and we're all good to go, and everything's open. It'll be great, man. I'm in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, dude. All right. Well, thanks for the analysis and figuring out how to get on the air here.
Sorry about that, but we made it. We did it, boys. We did it.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you later. Take it easy.
All right, buddies. Take care. Later, guys.
Later.
All right, man. Kenny Ken.
That was Kenny Ken in Canada with his draft analysis. And just to recap, he would like us to get Kyle Hamilton at 11. If that does not happen, he would like us to trade with Pittsburgh.
Let's trade with TV's Omar Epps for the number 20 pick.
And maybe take, who did he say? Maybe take the linebacker that I like, or Olave. Devin Lloyd. Devin, don't call me Brandon.
Even if someone else is looking better, Olave is going to probably be my number 1 pick right now. Although, again, going through the analysis today with Kenny Ken and whatnot, I mean, we might get it's a wide receiver rich class, so it's very possible we'll be able to get a really good wide receiver in the second round. But if we can get a game changer that can get separation and actually give Scary Terry not double teamed the whole time, that would be fantastic too.
Yeah,
you know what would also be fantastic? Like Kenny Kim was saying, a linebacker. Yeah, any linebacker.
You know what else would be fantastic?
We only have 2.
I really think that linebacker is our most important need, dude.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, this safety though, he's close to a generational talent. So I understand why the talk about him is so big and why he'll most likely be gone by the time it gets to the 11th pick.
He's not coming to us, dude. He's not coming to us.
Probably not.
There's two linebackers that we could possibly get at our pick, or even if we traded back a little bit, and that would be this Nakobe Dean guy from Georgia.
Right.
Or my dude,
Moma.
Devin Lloyd. We can get Noma in the second round, like he said, and that's also a good pick. So we may be able to even trade back, like he was saying, get someone like Olave or one of those top 5 receivers, because there's a bunch up there. And then get Moma.
Yeah. I can't wait for this draft because we're gonna go through it, and Ron's gonna go all riverboat and pick some guy, like you're saying, like a cheese man or something in the first round. Everyone's gonna be like, "What?" Just like he did last year with Jamin.
I mean, we should, according to their draft rankings, Olave's the 25th overall player in the draft. So if you take into account what he was saying about trading back and still get that guy, it's realistic.
Yeah, I think it's if we got someone to trade with, we need a partner. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got to have a partner. It takes two to tango, dude.
We need a partner, and we need that partner second round pick. Probably
takes
third.
2 to tango. 2 to tango. All right, should we round this thing out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some pizza.
You're gonna go mow the lawn.
No, it's already dark out. I mowed the lawn yesterday.
Oh, I thought you mow it every day.
Tired.
You're one of those guys that goes out there with the scissors, like cut.
No, my neighbor next door, he'll go out and mow it like 3 times a week.
Is he just bored, or just wants to get away from his wife?
He's like 80-something years old. I don't think he has much of anything else to do.
I'm gonna go mow. All right.
Unlike the ride mower.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining us on this Kenny Ken draft special. Shout out to Kenny Ken for the analysis and the thought provocative information.
There's so many different directions we can go, and it's going to be so interesting.
Yep. Shout out to Ian28 in the live podcast room on Discord. Speaking of, you can get into that Discord room. It's it's tinyurl.com/HHF. Shout out to Shanny for testing his mic for 1 second. I don't know where he went after that. Everyone on YouTube, thanks for joining us. If you want to vent about anything Redskins related, you can call our hog line, our hog helpline at 202-735-1788 and leave us a message. And if it's funny, we'll put it on the show. Send us an email. What is our email now? Harry, I forgot it.
I don't know. You made it up. You made up the last address. I don't even know what it is.
I think it's hhfpodcast@gmail.com.
Or you could just chat at us in our Discord room,
which is easier and more modern.
Because that's what everyone else is doing.
It's a more modern way. Anyway, I think that rounds it out. We'll talk to you guys later. Hail to the Redskins.
Washington football team. Commandos.
Take command, y'all. And if you see a Cowboys fan, Jogo!
Go Commando! Jogo! #Go Commando!